Good morning and welcome to Mornings on Main Street. I'm Chris Yao. We got a little traffic on Broadway this morning. Folks delivering all the beverages for this weekend. As you can see, plenty of delivery trucks stopped along the side of the road here in downtown Nashville. It's a beautiful day outside, and boy, am I excited. It is hump day.
Hump day.
So excited. That's the voice of Justin Kulik, who's going to tell you a little bit about the weather. Justin, what's up?
Hey, how's it going, folks? It is going to be another beautiful day out today. Our weather today is, of course, brought to you by Roy Meat Service, your Nashville local meat place. Whether it be bologna sandwiches, ribs, mac and cheese, or maybe even an RC Cola, you'll be in meat heaven. Everyone is so nice there and attentive. It's highly recommended. Check out Roy's, especially if you're going to be barbecuing at home, because they have raw meat to go. The weather today is, like I said, pretty nice. The high is 88 to around 83 at the moment in Nashville area. Looks like we're going to get down to about 70 as your low. And get out there, play golf again if you can.
It's partly cloudy down here in Columbia, and we're kind of waiting on thunderstorms throughout the rest of the week. And I'm really kind of worried about that. So enjoy today, because I think we're gonna have thunderstorms the rest of the week down here anyway.
Look at this little yellow gator thing. You see that?
Okay, yeah. So I saw that, but right before you threw up the Roy Meat Service, I don't know if you saw it. One of the distillery tour buses was turning left. And I'm not sure, I really wanted to watch that happen because I wasn't sure if they were going to make the corner or not right there.
With the interruption. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So I was kind of invested, and then I didn't get to see it. So I'm really kind of sad. But
let's just assume it went well.
Yeah. Well, clearly, because the bus is now at the end down at First Avenue. So clearly it went okay.
True.
I was really invested to seeing how exactly they were going to make that happen.
Absolutely.
Oh man, what a fantastic day we have, folks. We've got, obviously, our top three stories are coming your way here in just a moment, but we've also got Randy Huth. He is available with us today. Unfortunately, ESPN bumped us yesterday, and I'm just that's ridiculous. I cannot believe somebody would just rather go on ESPN than be with us, Justin. That's insane. Who would allow that? Why would you want to go to ESPN? It is what it is. Anyway, we do have a great show. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've got tons coming your way here in just a few moments. Don't forget about other shows such as Main Street Today, which comes up right after us. That is Devin O'Day. Main Street Sports Today, you can see right here behind me and Mo Patton talking local high school sports and more. George Plaster Show, 4 o'clock. Don't forget about George. And, of course, we're here with you each and every day. So glad to be with you. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us, and want to tell you in our top three stories today.
Sorry about that.
You're good. We will be getting into, obviously, a follow-up of the Glenn Casadas case, a couple other big stories, and, of course, in the final segment of the day, we'll tell you what today's National Day is, and talk a little bit about what we like most about today's national. It's food. It's food, which is what we love.
Charged.
That's what we love most about it, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
So anyway, we got a lot going on. And Justin, it's going to be a great day. So looking forward to it, man.
Me too, man. Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Why don't we go ahead and just take our first break of the day and come back with our top three stories?
Sounds good to me.
All right. We'll be back here on Mornings on Main Street on Main Street Media TV.
The high school football season is here, and nobody handles Friday nights better than Main Street Media. Here's Zach Womble with details.
That's the name of the game here at Main Street Media and Main Street Preps. Is, we've been doing this for a long time now, and I think you hit on it. We've got an army of reporters across all of Middle Tennessee. I think there's about 130 schools in the Middle Tennessee area, and we try to cover all of them. We cover about 11, 12 counties at this point. And those Friday night shows, it's we're gonna show that off. We're gonna showcase the talent that we have on the field with reporters across several mid-state games on the weekly basis. So, you know, whether you're in Williamson County, whether you're in Giles County or Murray County or Montgomery or Robertson or anywhere in between, we're going to have you covered from 6 to 11.
Friday Night Live is presented by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, where fans don't let fans drive drunk.
This is Eric Berner with Rockcastle Wealth Advisors. I help people in the pursuit of making their money live as long as they do. People hire me because I use a customized, individualized, and personal approach for the person I'm working with. Everyone's situation is different. If you've lost a spouse or a parent and want to make sure your inheritance is utilized and does not just disappear, I can help with that. Call me at 615-235-1058 or email eric@rockcastlewealth.com.
Hi, this is Melissa Hoisington, Regional Crisis Director from Volunteer Behavioral Health. Disasters can affect everything in your life, including your emotional health. Help is available during these uncertain times. The Tennessee Recovery Project is a free, supportive resource for adults and children who have experienced the effects of natural or human-caused disasters. Specialists are available for counseling by phone or in person. For free, confidential service, please call 833-954-2424. The hotline is open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Move forward with the help from the Tennessee Recovery Project.
Do you love bacon? I mean, do you really love bacon? Who doesn't, right? The third annual Murfreesboro Bacon Fest is coming up Saturday, September 10th. Admission and parking are free. The Bacon Festival will feature live music, food, and craft vendors. And did I say bacon? You can ride a mechanical hog ride. Visit the Kids Zone with free inflatables. There will also be hourly raffles with great prizes and an opportunity to purchase Bacon Festival merchandise. And did I say bacon? Yeah. There will even be a bacon eating contest. Visit the third annual Murfreesboro Bacon Festival Facebook page for all the details.
When you're thinking about golf, consider Riverside Golf Links. Under new ownership, the course has improved dramatically. It's now 27 holes, complemented by a 9-hole executive course. Book a tee time now at 615-847-5074 and get ready to enjoy the beauty of golf in the Old Hickory area at Riverside Golf Links.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
Ooh, what a beautiful day it is in downtown Nashville. Glad to have you guys with us here on Mornings on Main Street. I'm Chris Yow, Justin Kulik alongside for the ride, and we are so happy that you guys are also along for the ride. Hope you are looking forward to a fantastic Wednesday. Once we get through this, it'll be almost lunchtime, and I will tell you, I'm a little hungry already. Just a little bit. I don't know. Justin, how hungry are you right now?
I'm pretty hungry, man. I could eat,
I'll tell you. Same thing here. I'm looking at maybe getting a little taco bar or something. I'm feeling tacos today.
There you go.
It's Wednesday. Normally tacos are on Tuesday, but
That's true. If you didn't get in your taco fix on Tuesday, though, now's the time.
You kind of feel late to the game.
That's true.
It's like, I got to get this done. So anyway, got a lot to get into. So we're going to do that right now as we go into today's top 3, Justin. Whoop, whoop. We need a little intro for that. We
do. I'll work on that.
Get us a little doop thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, former State House State House Speaker Glenn Quesada and his former chief of staff, Cade Cothran, both pleaded not guilty Tuesday to 20 federal charges related to a bribery and kickback conspiracy that we told you about yesterday morning. FBI agents did arrest Quesada and Cothran at their homes on Tuesday morning after a grand jury indicted them on several charges. If they are convicted, they could face up to 20 years in prison. Quesada and Cothran appeared before federal magistrate judge Alastair Newbern at the Fred D. Thompson U.S. Courthouse in Nashville for a 32-minute proceeding hours after their arrest. Both men entered the courtroom in handcuffs, and Quesada wore jeans with a checkered button-down shirt, while Cothran wore a dark gray Nashletics t-shirt, black shorts, and orange sneakers into court. Both wore surgical masks following the requirements for COVID protection at the federal courthouse. Judge Newbern read each of the 20 counts in the indictment and outlined penalties each could face. She advised both that any statements either make, can, and probably will be used against you in this case. Both Quesada and Cothran listened politely to the charges and pleaded not guilty to all counts, slightly lowering their face masks to speak. Quesada is represented by attorneys Ed Yarborough and Jonathan Farmer of Bone McAllister Norton. Cothran, represented by Cynthia Sherwood of Sherwood Boutique Litigation. They were released from federal custody just after noon on Tuesday on the condition they do not communicate with or intimidate anyone related to the case, follow all applicable laws, and appear in court, and do not travel outside of Middle Tennessee, other than I think they have trips to Florida planned, and they were allowed to do that. Quesada left the courthouse without making any statement, but Cothran told reporters the truth will come out before he stepped into a black pickup with Kentucky plates and was driven away. Newbern approved requests from both defendants to travel to Florida in the coming weeks. Those were prearranged trips. Quesada had planned a weekend trip to the Sunshine State this weekend, while Cothran had plans to visit in October with his family. Cothran is allowed to communicate with his girlfriend, Ava Corby. She is the daughter of former legislative staffer Nadine Corby, who worked for State Rep Kent Calfee, a subject of FBI investigation last January, and she was fired in March after a 14-month suspension. Now, several top Republican leaders released statements Tuesday in response to their former House Speaker's indictment. Cameron Sexton, current House Speaker, who followed Quesada, is, after his resignation in 2019, thanked the FBI for its hard work, diligence, and dedication that resulted in Quesada and Cothran's arrest on Tuesday. Today is a good day for Tennesseans because we did not turn a blind eye on these criminal activities, Sexton said in a statement. In Tennessee, we will not tolerate public corruption, defrauding our state, or bribery at any level. Sexton began assisting the federal investigation shortly after becoming Speaker in 2019. I will continue to do so if a trial is needed, Sexton said. Together, our legislative body has stood strong over the past 2 years to take significant actions during this investigation by passing laws to strengthen campaign finance regulations and new ethics laws for elected officials and staff. Moving on, we have a partnership between the Mount Juliet League Youth Baseball and Softball Organization and Two Rivers Ford that was cemented with the ribbon cutting for a new electronic sign at the ballpark last week. And a sponsorship naming rights deal with the car dealership, Mount Juliet League boasts the new sign that rises above the ball field's entrance on Lebanon Road. This is the largest private baseball park in the Southeast, said Mount Juliet civil engineer Rob Porter, who started playing ball at 9 when the park opened in 1968. Porter was on hand not only because the park was a huge part of his youth, because he played from ages 9 to 17, but he coached for 12 years and spent 8 years on the league's board. It's all about the community and parents coming here to build it, run it, and maintain it, he said. The first year it was located where now Kroger sits on Mount Juliet Road, and it moved to its current location the next year. Two Rivers Ford marketing director Tammy Jacobs said this relationship has been in the works for a while. In the midst of a couple years of a global pandemic, a tornado, and flood, Two Rivers Ford owner John Barker reached out to the league to see how we could help the park, she said. We came up with naming rights and a sponsorship deal for the foreseeable future. Jacobs said Two Rivers Ford, now located in Providence, has been around since 1983. We have customers, employees, and their kids play here, she said. We wanted to infuse a little bit of capital just to help out. The digital sign, which will light up soon when connected, will provide not only park times and events, but also special events at schools, city events, and news in Mount Juliet. Games for the fall leagues were scheduled to start this week. The sponsorship will last a minimum of 10 years. Park Director John Dranowski said the league charges $145 per child to participate in the leagues, but the organization's cost is $230. The annual capital will help make up the difference and is much needed, he said. It will go a long way toward infrastructure improvements. That's big news, man. Look at that sign. That's a good looking sign, Justin.
That's a cool sign. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, hey, everybody's got naming rights, right? I mean, Nissan Stadium, every stadium has naming rights. Why not Mount Juliet Youth League?
Why not?
I mean, I'm here for it.
I like the pennants on the top there, those flags.
Oh yeah, look, hey, they did a good job with this sign, man. It's a thing of beauty. I mean, you don't just come up with something like that on a whim. That's just something that's been in the works for a while. So it looks good, and kudos to Two Rivers Ford for taking an interest.
Yeah, very much so. Looks great.
So our final story of the day comes from Sumner County, where a fire broke out Monday at the Resource Authority in Sumner County, located at 625 Rappahannock Wire Road in Gallatin, causing the center to temporarily close. According to the county mayor, Anthony Holt, one of the hydraulic hoses that fed the line of a trash loader burst, and the fluid that sprayed out from the house caught both nearby garbage and one of the loaders on fire. Holt said, according to the director of Resource Authority, there does not appear to be any structural damage to the building. A structural engineer has looked at it, and they removed a couple of panels from the roof and some from one side of the building that need to be repaired, but there's not any structural damage, Holt said. Adding to that, no one was badly injured during the incident, but one worker did suffer from smoke inhalation and was treated. It was a large fire and took some time to put out, but the Gallatin Fire Department did a phenomenal job, he said, adding the Resource Authority reopened on Tuesday. On Monday, the city of Gallatin put out an alert to residents on their Facebook page saying trash pickup services would be affected by the fire. Not knowing how long the local facility would be closed, Gallatin coordinated with the Smith County landfill to be able to receive trash if needed. The Resource Authority, which is a transfer station for the county, accepts all solid waste except hazard waste. The local agency also has a recycling center. Can you imagine that? Just garbage catching on fire, just randomly?
No, that's a garbage fire or dumpster fire.
Wow. It's a literal dumpster fire. I didn't even think about that. I wish that I had used that pun in the story. That would have been phenomenal.
Right.
Sometimes you just, you overthink, and then sometimes you don't think quite enough. That's okay. So yeah, we got our 3 stories in today. I think it's an exciting day though, because we have plenty to get to. Obviously, as you see our slides there, we will get to Randy Huth, Nolensville Little League coach, here momentarily. His team is scheduled to play at 2:00 today on ESPN against Hawaii. They are 1 win away from the United States Finals, which would then be 2 wins away from the World Championship Finals against the winner of the world bracket on the other side. So we will talk to him about what he's got going on, what his team is dealing with, all of that, and a lot more. But you know what? I've got an extra story here, and I felt like this was something that we could certainly get to today. But I don't know if you guys have got a chance to read Larry Woody's post about Kyle Petty's new book. Larry Woody, who has covered NASCAR and outdoors in Middle Tennessee for a number of years and is a Tennessee Sports Writers Association Hall of Fame member, said that, he covered the Petty racing clan for over 50 years, interviewing all 4 generations of drivers. And he said, I thought I knew everything there was to know about NASCAR's first family, but he says he was wrong. Kyle Petty's new book, Swerve or Die, provides one of the most personal, introspective, insider looks at the sport that Woody says he's ever read. So at times, it makes you laugh, and other times makes you cry, and at the end, it makes you think. So he had a chance to talk with Kyle Petty, and that interview is in Main Street publications across Middle Tennessee. You can certainly catch it in the Wilson Post, and Kyle Petty's book is available just about anywhere. So check it out. Swerve or Die. That's a fantastic name for a book. I'm not sure that I have. I'm not sure I've seen a better title for a book from a NASCAR driver. So obviously, Adam Petty, who passed away tragically, raced at Nashville Speedway just before his passing. And that is obviously Kyle's dealing with that was chronicled in this book. So you'll definitely want to check it out. It does have a lot of Nashville ties. Obviously, of course, the ties to Michael and Darrell Waltrip and that sort of thing. And how, being the son of a legend can be difficult in NASCAR. So plenty of great stuff in that story, and you should definitely check it out.
Ready to connect. Click connect to show now.
Hey, there we are.
Connected as the host.
Justin is trying to make sure that we get in here, but looking forward to the rest of this show. And
Sorry about that.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. We have a fantastic show coming your way, and we're going to get to it here in just a few moments. So please stick with us. Justin, are we ready? Can we go to a break?
We are, yes.
All right, we're going to go to a quick break here. When we come back, we will visit with Randy Huth, Nolensville Little League coach, right here on Main Street Media Television, mornings on Main Street.
At WellSkin Dermatology and Aesthetics, we pride ourselves in providing access, innovation, and a patient experience second to none. Access to care and treatment when you need it. Innovation with medical-led cosmetics and various on-site technologies for full-service treatments with a customer experience that is calming, casual, and effective. Independently owned, providing medical, surgical, pediatric, and cosmetic dermatology and more. Visit wellskinmd.com to schedule your appointment today. WellSkin Dermatology and Aesthetics. Access to healthier skin.
At Sumner Funeral and Cremation, our mission is to serve families as our own, celebrate the life of their loved one, and help begin the healing process.
My whole family, including my wife and my mom and siblings, were very happy with the treatment that we received. I would highly recommend Sumner Funeral and Cremation.
We offer funeral, burial, cremations, and pre-planning services.
Sumner Funeral and Cremation. Traditional, affordable, dignified. SumnerFuneral.com.
For Dustin Timmons and Joey Donnelly.
This is attorney Bart Durham, and this is me. I'm Aaliyah. Keeping in good physical condition is really important to me. But when I had a wreck with a tractor-trailer truck that hurt my legs so bad I couldn't work for almost a year, I knew I needed a lawyer that understood tractor-trailer cases. So I called Bart. Bart gets millions of dollars for his clients every year.
At Bart Durham Injury Law, we've handled hundreds of tractor-trailer cases.
My dad and I want to help. Give us a call at 615-242-9000.
Serving Williamson and surrounding counties.
I highly recommend.
This is Eric Berner with Rockcastle Wealth Advisors. I help people in the pursuit of making their money live as long as they do. People hire me because I use a customized, individualized, personal approach for the person I'm working with. Everyone's situation is different. One area I can help with is if you are newly or nearly retired, or maybe have changed jobs and have an old 401k account. You may need more information to help you clearly understand your options. Call me at 615-235-1058 or email Eric at rockcastlewealth.com.
Have you heard about the high levels of radon in Middle Tennessee? Radon gas is the second leading cause of lung cancer, second only to smoking, and has no color, no taste, and no smell. The only way to know if you have radon is to test for it. Duret Radon Mitigation offers testing for small and large-scale residential and commercial properties, plus mitigation services. Visit DuretRadonMitigation.com to request testing or get a free estimate for mitigation. That's DuretRadonMitigation.com.
Jody Jones Dentistry can handle all your dental needs, from the basics to cosmetic procedures. All of this in the nicest dental facility I have ever seen. Jody has done it right. They're located conveniently at 55 Music Square East, and for an appointment, it's simple. Dial 615-259-5100 and tell them Plaz sent you.
Sorry, I had no traffic up there for you.
Yeah, I know. I'm used to seeing some traffic, but I like to get I like to get a little bit of movement going on. It's still early in the morning for me, man. I mean, my kid wakes up at like 6:30, but still, like,
It's early.
I'm still only half here right now.
Yeah, my computer is having a world classic freak out, as they like to say.
I'll tell you, it's been, it's had its day. It's been the Mondayest Wednesday of the year so far.
Oh, and I've just absolutely hit on. I mean, I just am going crazy over it. So I'm a little crazy right now, to be honest.
Dude, I feel you. I know exactly what you're saying. When things aren't going exactly the way that you need them to go, and you have to figure it out. I get it. Like, I mean, you
it's
can.
the worst.
Yeah, you're not prepared. You're like, oh man, now what? What do I do? How do I make this work? So
Exactly.
it's all good. You're doing a great job, man. You're
Thanks, man.
handling the adversity like a champion.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that.
Handling adversity is important.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure that Randy Huth will agree. And so when we get him on here momentarily, when we get Randy on here in just a few moments, we will talk about what his team is going to face today, and they've got a tough task, so I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, so I was scrolling through Twitter, Justin, as I am wont to do. Trust me, it's one of my favorite things in the world to do. And I came across something that I thought that you might find interesting. I don't know I don't know why, but I feel like you're a car guy.
I'm a car guy.
And I just, just kind of felt like that. And I saw this tweet that apparently the Dodge Charger is going electric.
Huh.
But they're going to make fake exhaust sound.
Interesting.
So obviously it's
crowd volume into the
yeah, it's kind of like, a COVID NFL game.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know that's, first of all, the fact that gas powered muscle cars are going by the wayside really hurts my heart. I mean, I get it. Like, I understand why, but like, it's just Americana, man.
I know.
Losing Americana sucks.
I know. It's really that rumble of the engine. I think that, it's definitely a problem, I guess, the smog and all that good stuff, but it's a sacrifice.
It is a sacrifice. And look, if we're going to have airplanes, we got to get rid of something, I guess. And muscle cars seem to be where it's going, all gas powered cars. But if we're going to have electric sports cars and that sort of thing, just don't try to fool me. I'm one of these people, like, look, I can deal with not having it. I don't know that I can deal with you trying to pretend we still do have it.
Well said, my friend.
Stop trying to pretend. Pretending is bad for you.
Be yourself.
Just be yourself. Enjoy who you are. And that's okay. Like, just tell me the truth.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying.
I won't be mad.
Exactly. So you're a golf guy too. Thought
Correct.
This was interesting. Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy have announced the launch of a new golf game or a golf league called the TGL.
Interesting.
It's called the Golf League, TGL.
Fair enough.
And it's in partnership with the PGA. They're going to have 6 teams of 3. They will have 15 Monday night matches, but they're going to be, I think they're going to be using the simulators.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it'll be
That's interesting.
tech-infused venues.
Huh.
I'm curious how this is going to work. Have
like
you used one of
Topgolf, I
those?
guess? Well, it's like a Topgolf you can play at Pebble Beach and all that.
Yeah, no, this is the big screen where you hit the ball into the screen.
Right. Well,
Um,
at Dick's Sporting Goods, they always juice them up, which makes sense because, like, you know, if you're going to try out a club that you may buy, if you hit a 7-iron 198 yards, you're probably going to get that 7-iron.
so they try to fool you. See, stop lying to me. Be
Yeah.
yourself.
Be
What's up with
yourself.
what's up with this lying stuff, man? But you know, I do think it's interesting. I'm curious if this is a way for folks who would maybe be on the Champions Tour. Is that what they call it now?
Yeah, over 50.
Yeah, the Seniors Tour.
Yeah.
I'm curious if this is a way for, you know, for those folks to maybe be involved at a different level, because obviously they're not playing the Pebble Beaches and the Augustas anymore. They're playing Birmingham and, you know,
Right.
wherever. But I'm curious if this would be a way for them to be able to be involved. Like you get like
you can set the parameters.
yeah, like
equally.
So like you've got one senior on your tour on your
Right.
team. And so you've got like, say, you know, Brooks Koepka, and of course that's a bad example because he's not in the PGA anymore.
You got to live?
I think he did.
Did he really?
I'm not sure. Hold on, that may not be true.
Brooksy. He might have.
I legitimately am not sure. I don't see. No, yeah, he's definitely live. Yep.
Wow.
So Brooks Koepka is a bad example. Let's go with someone else. Just Thomas.
Yeah.
So you got like Justin Thomas, and then you've got somebody older like maybe a Rory,
Fred
and
Couples.
then you've got a senior, you know, which would be really cool.
That would be
all
good
on
for
one
the
team.
game. I think
Yeah.
it might take out of the mystique though if you're just hitting into a simulator.
Well, and obviously this is not going to take the place of actual golf,
Right.
but it's just a unique way. And look, if Liv has done nothing else, they've done this. They've forced the PGA to adapt to something new.
Right.
Because I like the way that Liv does, you know, their tournaments. I like that they have teams. I like that they have, you know, it's a little different. And for me, you know, golf is, and look, I'm a traditionalist in a lot of ways, but you know, golf could use a little change. Baseball could use,
Sure.
I don't say
Switch it up.
could use. Baseball has gotten a lot of great change with the Fernando Tatises and the Ronald Acuñas and the way that they do their bat flips and all of that sort of thing. So, I mean, baseball has changed a little bit, and that's, I think, to me, it's a good thing.
Yeah, I
don't know,
agree.
just a personal opinion. I'm not entirely sure.
No, I think it's a good thing for sure.
But speaking of baseball, Justin,
Yes.
we have on the phone with us Randy Huth, who is the Nolensville Little League baseball coach, joining us here. Coach, welcome in.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah, a little upset that you ditched us for ESPN yesterday. What ESPN? What's that?
Yeah, it's a little unknown network.
You're on ESPN every day, Coach. You couldn't just blow them off once for us. What's up? No, I'm kidding. Thank you for taking some time with us today. We appreciate it.
We sure do appreciate you having us on. Appreciate all the support. I mean, we've had media obligations like crazy, which is very cool for the kids to do. But boy, trying to manage all of them is it's a lot.
Well, you know, I tried to get Engel to come on just to take a little off your plate, and he said he was busy, so I figured I'll let him deal. But I know that you guys are having a great time.
So
Do what?
he's getting ready for his football season. In addition,
Yeah.
to his kid playing Little League World Series, so he's got a lot.
I feel bad for him. I really do. He's got so much going on, but you guys just keep winning, and 3-0 currently with big game today at 2:00 on ESPN against Honolulu, who is seemingly always in this tournament. And, that makes a big difference for experience, but you've got a little experience of your own when you've got, folks like Jack Rhodes and William Satinoff. It's pretty important for you guys to have a little experience in this. How much of a difference has that made having a year under your belt in Williamsport?
It's made all the difference in the world. There's no substitute for experience. And having those two guys on it allows us, it's one thing when I say something to a player, it's another when their teammate says it to them. So when they say, here's what you can expect, here's what's going to happen, here's the things that we're going to have to go through, even as far as, hey guys, we need to practice our signatures because we're going to be asked for autographs. That's coming from a player to a player, not from a coach. That means way more to those guys than it would ever mean coming from me.
Yeah, it does make a difference when you've got some guys on your team who can be leaders, and yeah, I mean, kids are just going to listen to their peers far more than they're going to listen to you, right? But
yeah, I'm old. I don't know nothing.
That's exactly right. Obviously, a couple of late inning heroics in this tournament where you've gotten a couple of late wins, including scoring 3 in the 7th to get that 5-2 victory over Great Lakes Regional Champ Hagerstown, Indiana on Monday. Is this team built sort of like maybe last year's Atlanta Braves, say, for you've got to get them out 21 times? Because, it's never over as long as you've got an at-bat left.
That's the way we are. This team is resilient, and, we're a gritty team. And if you look at the box scores going all the way back to the district tournament, you see a different kid's name every single time. We're a true team. We don't rely heavily on one guy. Like that Hagerstown, Indiana team, they relied on one guy, and fortunate for them, that kid was as good as anybody. That pitcher Caden Hall was a real deal. We're not that team. We're a team that relies on each other. We got 13 guys, and every single one of them contributes. And we're just a gritty bunch of kids, and we're resilient. And that's what I think helps us going into this game against Hawaii is they haven't been in a dogfight. They haven't been in a game that was close. And if we can keep them in that kind of game, that favors us.
You're right. They've outscored their opponents 29-1 in 3 wins in Williamsport, including a 6-0 win over a Pearland Little League out of Texas. And so this is a team that, you're right, has not faced much adversity. You guys have done so. In fact, in the state tournament, you had to win 2 just to get out of the state and beat the team that beat you earlier in the tournament. I mean, the last team that beat you is, and I'm only saying this because I'm live from Columbia, is the Columbia American Little League team. But you guys have battled through all of that to get to where you are.
Yeah, since that loss to Columbia, we've gone 12-0. So we had to win 5 games after that loss to get out of the state. Then we won the 4 regional games, and now we've won 3 in Williamsport. So I think that loss was a good thing for us because it proved to our kids that, hey, it's not going to be given to you. You're going to have to play for it. But we were behind in the district championship game to Goodlettsville and had to fight back to win in the last inning. We were behind to Virginia in the regional championship and had to fight back in the last inning to win. We were 3 outs away from losing the whole entire season, and the last game could have very well been different. Bases loaded, no outs, tie game in the bottom of the 6th inning, and we found a way to win. So this team is ready. We're ready for a gritty dogfight. I don't know if Hawaii is.
When you talk about guys like Bo Daniel, who had a double and a triple in that win over Hagerstown with a couple of RBIs, when you, like you said, you have a lot of guys who can contribute on this team, but Bo Daniel certainly has a little bit extra.
Yes, he does. And what's crazy about Bo is he hasn't hit a single since going all the way back to the state tournament. Every single hit he's had has been an extra base hit, including a grand slam. The guys hit doubles, triples, and home runs only. So I don't know if anybody can hold that kid to a single, but what a impressive run he's having, and he just turned 12 last week here in Williamsport. He's very, very, very young compared to most of the kids that are here.
Well, it's impressive what you guys have been able to do, and I know that you are getting ready for a very, very tough matchup. What is the key to today's game?
The key is that we're going to get punched in the face at some point. We're going to take some punches, but the key is that we got to punch back. And if we don't punch back after we take them, we're going to be in trouble. That team will keep going and going. However, if when they punch us in the face, we punch right back. Who knows how they'll react? We haven't seen that yet. We don't know. That team is good, and a lot of people say that they can't beat. And maybe they can't be beat, but just maybe they can. And if they can, why not be by us?
There you go. That's the best way to look at it, Coach. There's nothing that says you guys can't win this game. I mean, they are a perennial World Series team. They've been there, but you have been there now too, and the experience is there. So we are looking forward to it. Again, it's 2:00 Central Time on ESPN, Nolensville, Honolulu. It's going to be a fantastic game. Who's heading to the bump for you to start this one?
Well, we're going to Nash Carter, the 11-year-old, the young guy, is going to take the mound for us today. We think that he's been our most consistent guy. He mixes it up real well. I compare him to a Little League Greg Maddux. And who wouldn't want a Greg Maddux on the mound in this game?
There's no question there. So painting the town yellow tonight or this afternoon. So looking forward to it, Coach. Randy Huth here, the Nolensville Little League coach up in Williamsport, Pennsylvania for the Little League World Series. Thanks for taking some time with us today, man. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Look forward to talking to you guys again, hopefully after another big win.
That would be huge. That would be huge. Bring it home for us. All right. We are going to take a quick break here, Justin. And when we come back, it is our final segment of the day. So you guys stick around with us here on Mornings on Main Street. This is Main Street Media Television. Be back after this.
The high school football season is here, and nobody handles Friday nights better than Main Street Media. Here's Zach Womble with details.
That's the name of the game here at Main Street Media and Main Street Preps. We've been doing this for a long time now, and I think you hit on it. We've got an army of reporters across all of Middle Tennessee. I think there's about 130 schools in the Middle Tennessee area, and we try to cover all of them. We cover about 11, 12 counties at this point. And those Friday night shows, we're gonna show that off. We're gonna showcase the talent that we have on the field with reporters across several mid-state games on the weekly basis. So whether you're in Williamson County, whether you're in Giles County or Murray County or Montgomery or Robertson or anywhere in between, we're gonna have you covered from 6 to 11.
Friday Night Live is presented by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, where fans don't let fans drive drunk.
This is Eric Berner with Rockcastle Wealth Advisors. I help people in the pursuit of making their money live as long as they do. People hire me because I use a customized, individualized, and personal approach for the person I'm working with. Everyone's situation is different. If you've lost a spouse or a parent and want to make sure your inheritance is utilized and does not just disappear, I can help with that. Call me at 615-235-1058 or email eric@rockcastlewealth.com.
Hi, this is Melissa Hoisington, Regional Crisis Director from Volunteer Behavioral Health. Disasters can affect everything in your life, including your emotional health. Help is available during these uncertain times. The Tennessee Recovery Project is a free, supportive resource for adults and children who have experienced the effects of natural or human-caused disasters. Specialists are available for counseling by phone or in person. For free, confidential service, please call 833-954-2424. The hotline is open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Move forward with the help from the Tennessee Recovery Project.
Do you love bacon? I mean, do you really love bacon? Who doesn't, right? The 3rd Annual Murfreesboro Bacon Fest is coming up Saturday, September 10th. Admission and parking are free. The Bacon Festival will feature live music, food, and craft vendors. And did I say bacon? You can ride a mechanical hog ride, visit the Kids Zone with free inflatables. There will also be hourly raffles with great prizes and an opportunity to purchase Bacon Festival merchandise. And did I say bacon? Yeah, there will even be a bacon eating contest. Visit the 3rd Annual Murfreesboro Bacon Festival Facebook page for all the details.
When you're thinking about golf, consider Riverside Golf Links. Under new ownership, the course has improved dramatically. It's now 27 holes, complemented by a 9-hole executive course. Book a tee time now at 615-847-5074 and get ready to enjoy the beauty of golf in the Old Hickory area at Riverside Golf Links.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
What you know about that, Chris?
Beautiful day out there.
Absolutely. I know you might recognize this song.
You know, it's funny. I when we were at SEC Media Days, I was kind of doing a little shimmy with Coach David Cutcliffe.
Yeah.
He was at the table with us, and Mo was like, you know, a little surprised that Coach Cut was kind of cutting the rug a little bit with me.
There you go.
And Mo says, the question is though, would you recruit him based off that? And Cut was like, absolutely. He said, I need to see his footwork a little bit, but I would absolutely recruit Chris over there. So David Cutcliffe said he would have recruited me. So I I can pretty much die happy.
There's one step towards the undrafted free agency.
Undrafted free agency. That's right.
But yeah, let me tell you about the weather today. I know we talked about it a little bit earlier today, but our weather is brought to you by Roy's Meat Service. Whether it be a bologna sandwich, nice ribs, some mac and cheese, or even an RC Cola, you'll be in meat heaven. Everyone on the staff is very nice and highly attentive. Me and Chris are going to go down there and try the SF Fernando's quesadillas.
Yeah.
Can't wait to do that. You know, especially if you're going to barbecue at home, Roy's Meat Service is the place to go because they do raw meat to go. You can cook it up at your place, have a nice barbecue with all your friends. Me and Chris are going to try to make some friends and do that. I'm just kidding. But today's weather, right? Today's weather is a high of 88. The low is going to be 70. Right now, it's about 83. As we go into the afternoon, you're going to start to see
another tour bus.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look.
Yes, he made it. Sorry, I couldn't help it.
But yeah, it's going to get up to about 88, but not a lot of chances of rain. So get out there and enjoy it. That's your day. That's your day's weather.
Yes, weather. Man, I want to tell you, we haven't done this day in history in a little bit. So I wanted to. No, you can leave that up. We can totally people watch while we do this.
We got 2 laptops right now. I'm like,
that's a terrible idea.
I know, I hate it.
Look at all those people. They're folks are carrying.
It's time.
Folks are carrying. Yeah,
Yep.
they've got their suitcases.
There must
this
be
is-
lawyers going to their big, I don't know, big thing they do.
They may be going to a convention over at Music City Center. I don't know, or it could just be bachelorettes who are just headed to their
Ooh, we got a scooter gang on scooter gang right here.
scooter gang. I want to see them like jump this delivery truck. The delivery truck has been there all morning. like for an
deliver your
hour.
stuff. Get out of here.
Anyway, so we haven't done this name in history in a while, but I wanted to go through because there are actually some crazy things that have happened now this day in history. 2006, we talked about this last week. I think Pluto downgraded to a dwarf planet.
Oh, what a tragic day that is.
It's a sad day.
So
Pluto will always be a planet to me. I'm
it
sorry.
would eventually get back to planet status, wouldn't it?
No, they redefined, what makes a planet, and so Pluto does not meet the new definition. That's like, how do you just redefine and then take? That doesn't make sense to me. Like,
yeah, whose decision?
I know that science like changes. I get that science changes and all, but I mean, come on, man, you can't just do that to Pluto like that.
Exactly. If this was National Geographic or the Space Channel or wherever they do space oriented things on network TV, that would be ESPN's equivalent to "Come On, Man."
Exactly.
That was a
100%.
tough one. Thank you.
So in 1989, Pete Rose was banned from baseball.
Man, another tragedy.
Another tragedy, right?
Goodness.
This is a very sad day across the board.
Maybe we should just stop and wait until tomorrow before we do anything.
We're
chalk it up as an L.
August 24th and April 14th are like two of the worst days in history. Like April 14th, I think, is when the Titanic struck the iceberg and when Lincoln was shot.
The same day?
No, not the same day, but like the same date.
Right.
Obviously, they were several years apart, like 60 years apart. But
on the same day, you mean he was the captain at the Titanic?
Yes, which is why it struck the iceberg.
He had a lot going on. He had to run the country. You can't expect him to figure out where every iceberg is.
Oh, that's great. In 1912, Alaska was given territorial legislature of 2 houses. I don't. Congrats to them. This is before they were a state.
Wow.
But yeah, so there you go. This day in history. Today is National Peach Pie Day.
Yum. I love peach pie. And I didn't like it until recently. But you got to make sure, I don't know how people do this, but they make the peaches taste like yum. Make
Look
it
at
taste
that.
like they're still cooked somehow. They're still a little warm inside of the cold peach pie. I don't know how they do that.
I'm a less of a peach pie fan unless it's a fried pie. More peach cobbler.
Yeah.
I like peach cobbler way better, but that's just it's all the same stuff basically. It's just butter, flour, and sugar. Like literally, that's all that's in peach cobbler. That's all that's in peach pie. But to me, I don't know. Just there's a consistency thing, and I actually like the cobbler part.
Yeah,
the flour part, the cakey part.
Yeah, it makes sense.
To me, it's better than a pie crust. That's just me.
For sure.
Did you know that most of Georgia being known for peaches? Did you know that most of the peaches you get from Georgia actually come from South Carolina?
Is that a fact?
That is a true story.
That's not okay. I don't think.
It's not really. Again, with the lies.
I mean, exactly.
Again with the lies.
Welcome to Mornings on Main Street. Everyone's lying.
It's like Adam ruins everything except
exactly. It's not as fun.
It's really not. It's not as fun at all.
I mean, honestly, doesn't Atlanta, they live and die by that peach logo?
They really do. I mean, the Peach Bowl is there, for goodness sake. This is ridiculous.
This is blasphemy.
They have it on everything. I forget the name of the town. Did you ever watch House of Cards?
Yeah. Kevin Spacey.
So that's where Gaffney, South Carolina. They have the big peach water tower, right?
Remember that episode?
Yes, we have one of those in Clanton, Alabama, where you also can find a lot of peaches that will eventually make its way to Georgia. So it's interesting. Georgia Georgia does produce a lot of peaches, but they don't produce enough because everyone goes to Georgia for peaches. So you end up getting a lot of peaches like brought into the state. They do, however, pretty much they have a pretty good corner on the pecan market.
Gotcha. See, I say pecan.
Pecan. You just get out. Just get out.
All right. Cool.
You're out of here. You're out of the shrine.
Well, look, you wouldn't go to a grocery store and buy a con of beans, would you?
It's a different. It's look. It's one word. It's not two.
You're like, are you still here?
It's a pecan, right? It's a pecan.
Pecan not is what I say. Can't.
Anyway, it's also on top of National Peach Pie Day. Today is also National Waffle Day.
Oh, that's a fantastic day for everybody.
Boom! Look at that waffle.
Waffle.
It's a waffle.
Waffle. Look at that waffle. Wow.
It's look. Okay, so I went to Waffle House this weekend. Big waffle guy. Love waffles.
Huge.
Personally, I like peanut butter chips on my waffles.
Really?
I like a peanut butter waffle, but with syrup. So like it's just it's so good.
That sounds great. Oh man, that sounds like a Reese's.
But
no chocolate chips.
Here's the thing. I like my pancakes chocolate chip. I don't like peanut butter pancakes. It's the same thing though. I don't understand why I don't like it. It's literally the same thing. It just doesn't have holes in it.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's the texture. Texture's huge.
I guess it could be that. I don't know. It's just waffles are obviously, yeah, they're a little more crisp on the outside, right? Because they're basically fried. I mean, you're putting oil on a hot skillet and you're frying the instead of, just grilling it, right?
Right.
So I get that. But yeah, chocolate chip. Let me tell you what to do, Justin. This is a life hack for you.
Lay it on me.
Martha White muffin mix.
Okay.
Add an egg. Just make it just like the package says, but add an egg. Use that to make pancakes.
Ooh, all right. I'll do that.
I'm telling you, chocolate chip Martha White muffin mix is the best pancake you'll ever have.
No kidding. All right.
Who needs IHOP when you've got Martha White? And they're like $1.25 a packet, and you get like 10 pancakes out of this thing.
That's what they call a lock.
It is.
That was a lock sound effect there.
There you go. We need one of those. But anyway, National Waffle Day, National Peach Pie Day. Go get you some. Put your peach pie on top of your waffle. Why not?
Do it.
Life is short.
Yeah, for real. I agree.
Eat weird stuff.
Then tell us about it.
Thanks to Randy Huth again. Nolensville Little League going to be on ESPN today, 2:00. It's going to be a lot of fun. Check them out. Hopefully they'll get the win. For Justin and myself, Chris Yao from down here in Southern Middle Tennessee, we say goodbye. We'll see you tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel here on Mornings on Main Street and Main Street Media TV.
See y'all.